Barlow Creations. If you're new to my channel and you're stopping by for the first time, thank you for stopping by. Welcome to my channel. Stick around a while by clicking that red button for more crafting on a budget, more everything on a budget videos to come. And if you click it again when the bell appears, YouTube should notify you every time I'm uploading a new video, depending on the option that you choose in the drop-down menu of the bell. If you're interested in following me on social media, you can find those links, you guessed it, in the description box below. What have I got going on for you for today? Today is the start of a journey, a transformation journey that I will be taking you all on with me of 2 bedrooms in my house. Now I'm gonna give you a bit of a backstory real quick. My older son, Ray, who's 25, just moved out about 7 months ago, right after Christmas time. And right before the virus hit, I was about ready to transform both rooms because Allison's nursery, she's 9 years old now, but when she was a baby, we put her nursery down on the other side of the house, which was closest to the family room and the kitchen, because that was where we spent most of our time during the day. And because I knew at night she'd be sleeping in her bassinet in my room, I didn't feel the need at the time to make Ray move rooms. And so it was just easier to have her down there. And so I can't wait to take you on this transformation. So let me quit my gabbing, let's get to it, and let me show you some before and afters and some of the things that I got, where I got them, and how much they cost. And so let's get to the before and afters of Alli's room. I'm so excited because it turned out really great. Alrighty, so this is Ray's room before we transform it into Alli's room. It is a bit empty because, like I said, Ray has moved out, only he left his furniture for now. He had a corner desk here that is now in Allison's room because when he got COVID, he needed his computer and his desk to keep him busy for the 21 days he was quarantined. So we moved it in there. But this is what is left of his room. Not much, kind of bare. That was a DIY I did for him. This here was a DIY. Now this is not centered. It used to be, but we needed to put a table in here for Allison, and so I put one of those collapsible Rubbermaid tables here, right in this area, and we needed to move the bed over this way because the table wouldn't fit, and this is where Alli did her online schooling for the rest of her 3rd grade year. So this is the before. I can't wait to see what it looks like after. Room is completely empty, and I got all the holes patched up. So it'll be ready to paint tomorrow. I'm gonna give these holes time to dry because there was some big holes. Ray had a TV up there that was mounted to the wall, so those were kind of big. The rest of these I'll be able just to wipe over with a sponge and get it all off. But yes, this room is empty. And can I just tell you that Kayla and I moved all the furniture ourselves using these amazing magic moving sliders. I got these at Harbor Freight for $5 and they are amazing. It comes with 4 huge ones, which are the ones we used, and 4 smaller ones. And you just put that under the furniture, and it doesn't matter how heavy the furniture is, you can just slide it right out. And so it was pretty easy to do. I think we got all the furniture moved out within less than an hour. And I just have to show you that this is what I lived with for 3 or 4 days. Because we were moving 2 rooms, we put Ray's furniture that was in this room before in the center of the house. And once his room was done, we just took Alli's furniture right out of her room and put it straight into her new room. And so Ray's furniture just stayed in the center of my house for, I want to say, 3 to 4 days. And so, yes, this is the room before. Coat 1 is done, but we need a second coat because that dark brown was so dark that it's bleeding through even though the paint had primer in it. So I think a second coat will do it. And there we have a second coat and we are done. Woohoo! Look at how pretty it looks. Repainted all the white floorboards. Oh my goodness, it looks so pretty. We need to get a new light thing for her, but yep, it is ready to move in furniture. Yay! I'm so excited for her. We really didn't waste any time after painting. I think I gave the room a couple of hours to dry with the ceiling fan on and the window open. Then Kayla and I were quickly moving the furniture back into the room. Allison would help us by putting the pads back under the furniture whenever they'd slip out, but those pads are amazing. They really make it easy to move anything, any kind of furniture. I'm not gonna say I wasn't sore the next day, because I was, but for those of you who may be asking, where's her husband? Why isn't he helping? Jeff is an LA County fire captain, and he is coming into contact daily with COVID patients, especially now that the virus is on the rise again. He is constantly in contact, and so he isn't in the house, and I really didn't need his help to move the furniture. We could do it. Yeah, it probably would have gone a bit faster if he was in there to help us, but he wasn't, and it's okay because Kayla and I had our own fun. You can see that she is just a clown when it comes to the camera, and we didn't stop laughing the whole time. But look at my hair. My hair just tells you I had a day. I was beat. We had just moved so much furniture out of both rooms because I had to empty out Allison's room too. And so Kayla and I I think we were delirious. We were so tired. But she is a trooper because I could not have done it without her. And so she is a clown. Would you look at her? But I tell you, we laughed more than we had laughed in a long time doing this. And so even something as, I guess, hard as switching out 2 rooms, we laughed, we had fun, the 3 of us. Alli was playing director, telling us where to put stuff, and we just had a really good time doing it. And so with these desks, later on I'll explain to you a bit more why I went with 2 desks, but I really wanted the simplicity of these desks, and these were perfect. These are desks by Mainstays, and I got them at Walmart for $50 a piece, which I thought was a really great buy. These desks were so easy to put together. All you had to do was put the legs on, and so I was like, wow, that's easy. It took me maybe 10 minutes to do it. I think moving the box into the house was harder actually than putting the desks together themselves. And so up close, you can actually see that these desks aren't completely white. They actually have a white and gray wood grain finish on them, and they matched her furniture perfectly. With the way this room is set up, there really is only one way to put the furniture, and I think it really didn't help much that all 3 of my kids kind of had similar furniture because we got it all at Ashley's. And so I wanted to get the headboard put in so we could go ahead and center the dresser. Alli, I went with a taller dresser for her as well because she's got a bit more clothes than Ray. And so once we got the furniture placed, it was time to actually put this together. The curtains that I'm going to be using in Alli's room are the 63-inch blackout panel curtains that you can get at Walmart by Mainstays. One panel comes in a pack, and they're, I want to say, $9.98 each, which I'm okay with. I don't feel like it's too pricey. I think that for blackout curtains, paying $10 a piece isn't bad. So I went ahead and I'm using Ray's old curtain rod. Yes, there are anchors in the wall to hold these curtain rods up so they don't fall out of the wall. I went ahead and painted the ends of his curtain rods to match Alli's room with a dark gray. I started off with 3 panels and realized that I just felt like her curtains were stretched out too far, and so I ended up buying a fourth one and realized I needed to go back and buy a fifth. And so by the end of the video, you'll see that there are a total of 5 panels, which I guess is $50, but all in all, I think it could have been worse. And once I was in it for 30 bucks with 3 of them, I just kind of figured, well, I can't return them, so I might as well just keep going with it. For the light switch plate, I wanted to go with something a bit different. I didn't want to go with a white or a gray or even a black plate because I just felt like they were going to stand out too much, but I really wanted to go with this brushed silver. When I saw it at Lowe's, I thought that this would be the perfect touch to these light switches because it would really tie into the flowers on her wall, the gray in her furniture, her curtains, and so I'm happy that I was able to find this one. Now it's time to hang up all of the amazing items that Alli, Kayla, and I found at Michael's and Hobby Lobby. Those 2 stores really are where we found the bulk of everything, and when I tell you we did not pay full price for anything, I mean it. Most of everything that we found was on clearance, 70 to 50% off. We found this Our Happy Place sign that Alli absolutely loved, and so we thought it would be perfect right above her bed. This next piece of decor is a woodward that we found at Hobby Lobby at 50% off, and it said thankful, and it was kind of a thicker, like 3-dimensional word, and it didn't have any hangers on the back of it because it was meant to be placed on a shelf or a dresser of some kind, but I wanted to hang it above her mirror, and so I figured the easiest way to do that was to place it up on the wall. I went ahead and took a pencil and kind of marked in some of the areas that I knew I could put a nail to hold it up. And so once I remove the word, I'm gonna just go ahead and hammer the nails into where my pencil marks are. Then I can easily just place the word on top of the pencils. I later went back and put a bit of double-sided tape on the back of it because I was kind of fearful that the word would kind of fall over from being top heavy. Now, this decor piece is one of my absolute favorites, and these are metal sunflowers that I found at Michael's in their clearance section, 70% off. The largest flower, I believe, was $24.99 regularly priced, so it's 70% off. I want to say I paid maybe $7 or $8 for the larger flower. And I found it in 3 different sizes. As the sizes got smaller, so did the price. And I'm guessing I must have paid maybe $20 for all 4 flowers, which I thought was a great buy. Again, I wanted to bring some silver, some dimension, some character into the room with the aqua, and I felt like these tin flowers or metal flowers really brought out the gray in her furniture, and it just kind of added to that rustic farmhouse feel. Alli kind of wanted to go with that farmhouse feel in her room, but more of a farmhouse chic, and so I think that this is a way to achieve that. And so Kayla and I had a lot of fun hanging these up. I would tell her, okay, move it to the left, move it to the right, up a little higher, okay, right there, put the nail in, and it was just a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun doing this. More memories. While Alli sat on the ground telling us, yeah, I like it there. Let's take a look at her room. And her room is done. Oh my goodness, I am so excited for how her room turned out. So I'll go over everything with you. I put up 3 coat hooks that we got at Lowe's. I just feel like that's helpful for umbrellas if she has them, her jackets, her zip-up hoodies. I also had a couple that I hung on her closet. When you come up here, these are the tin flowers that I found at Michael's, and these were 70% off. Such a fantastic buy. I think I spent under $20 on all 4 of them, and there's actually 3 different sizes. And so I thought that this was just a fun addition, kind of tie into her furniture. Alli's closet is 2 doors now, and her nursery had 3 doors of a closet, plus like 2 to 3 feet on each side of the closet. So She actually kind of had like a 4-door closet in her nursery, but her room was actually the smallest room in the house. Go figure, the smallest room had the biggest closet, and the biggest room has the smallest closet. And so because we lost a lot of storage space from her closet, I decided to go with some cube organizers, and I thought that that would be a fun way to put her Barbies and some of her dolls and slime and whatnot. And so this cube organizer I got at Target, and the cubes themselves I got at Walmart for $3.96. I couldn't find 8 of the dark gray, and so I just decided to alternate them with the dark gray and the light gray, just to kind of help bring out the gray that's in her furniture. These boxes I picked up at Michael's with the intent of putting them in this room, I think right after Christmas, because it was with my grab bag haul. Allie's always wanted a beanbag chair because her sister has one, and how fun, we found this perfect color at Walmart. This is one of my DIYs, this mason jar lamp. I had it in my craft table forever, and Alli really wanted one in her room, so I gave her this one. And this is the bedroom set that she actually got for Christmas. Her and Kayla's Christmas gift this year was new furniture. This dream catcher will be hung up somewhere, I'm not sure. Her backpack that isn't getting used anymore. But when you come up here, this was a Valentine's Day DIY that I did, and the heart in the mug was actually pink. Alli really liked this a lot, and so I took the paint from the wall and just painted the heart the aqua so it would tie into her room. And how funny, the background of this actually matches her furniture, and so it was a perfect piece just to kind of add above her door. And this is one that I just recently made with the new planks from the Dollar Tree. For a laundry hamper, I'm just using this plastic, what looks like a basket, and so this is the perfect size. Nothing fancy. I want to say this was like $5, and it just went perfectly. I couldn't find anything gray laundry hamper wise that I liked, and so I thought this was perfect. This was another box that we found at Michael's, and she likes to store her fun jewelry. And this gumball DIY that I had done a few months ago. She's always liked my lanterns in the house. This was one that I found at Michael's. Again, 70% off. Above her dresser, we found this Thankful at Hobby Lobby, and I want to say it was 50% off, and it's wood. And we actually got that because it went perfectly with the A and the B that we found also at Hobby Lobby. Alli wanted some big initials like mine in my background of my videos. And so yeah, we put those above her window. Quick update, I made a change here because I wasn't really happy with where the Thankful was above the mirror. I felt like it still just looked like too much of an open area. It looked still like a blank canvas, when Alli had reminded me that I hadn't put this saying up in her room. And this was a saying that was in her nursery that she absolutely loved. And when we took it down out of her nursery, she was kind of sad about it and asked if I could redo it and put it up in her room. And so I thought that this would be the perfect spot to put it, with Thankful right above it, because I was so thankful that we were so blessed that my IVF round worked and we ended up with our beautiful little Alli. This here is a cube organizer that I've had since Alli was born, and this was actually in her closet, and it's what we stored her diapers, her wipes, just all of the baby stuff that you need in. And so because we needed more storage in here, I figured I'd use it, add some of the bins to it. And because Alli is such a big reader, I like to have her books out so she can just grab a book and read it whenever she wants in her beanbag chair. At Christmas time, I found these gigantic mason jars. Awesome, awesome. It was a 3 set, I think, for $20. And so this is what we put her scrunchies in. And what
little kid does not have a piggy bank. She's had that since she was born. And in another mason jar, she's got all of her EOS chapsticks and creams. We've got our mainstays blackout curtains. And then we've got her desk. And this is a mainstays desk, as I showed you before, and a mainstays chair. And go figure, oh my goodness, there's supposed to be a net on the back of the chair here, and it didn't come in the box. And so I have to email Mainstays and tell them that they need to send me one because I don't want to return it. And I think if I just email them, they'll send me one. And so yes, Alli's got a fun little work area for school since it'll be online again, and my protective cover on her desk.
And I'm using one of these vinyl table protectors by Mainstays. This is actually a tablecloth. You can get this in the tablecloth section of Walmart. You can get round ones, square ones. I went with the rectangle because they were all the same price, $3.96 for one, and I knew that I could cut it to size. Once I placed it on the desk, all I'm using are just these adhesive dots by Crafter's Square that you can get at Dollar Tree to keep it in place. I'm just placing it in between the table cover and the desk, and it's something that can easily be removed with some Goo Gone, and it's not going to cause any damage to the desk, but it's going to help keep it in place so that way it preserves the life of this desk, hopefully.
And so a lot of her work had to be scanned in, and so I found this very inexpensive printer at Walmart. I think it was like $25 or $30, and it came with the ink cartridges, which is amazing because ink cartridges alone are that expensive. And so it was like you almost got the printer for free. And so yep, Alli is ready for online schooling coming August, I think 17th. These little tin containers here, found these at Michael's as well, and I thought that these would be cute just to put on her desk to put her pencils and pens in, and I believe they were 50 or 75% off because I did not buy anything at full price. And I got her another one here. Not sure what we're gonna put in there, but I picked it up just in case. And this cute one as well. Not sure what's gonna go in there. And we've got her little fun side table here with all of our leftover makeup. Alli likes to plan makeup when Kayla's putting on makeup, and so she puts her makeup on. She's got some Dollar Tree fake nails in there, and I think the bottom one is empty. I'll probably put like copy paper or something in there for her printer. I also found these adorable pieces at Michael's as well. In their clearance section, $5 a piece. And when I saw them, I just thought, oh my goodness, those flowers go with those. Oh, I love them. And it's got the gray wood in the back, perfect for her room. So thankfully they had two different flowers. I think if they would have had the same flower, I probably would have bought two of them anyway, but I just love that they had two different flowers so I could put them up here above her desk.
I've got another room update here.
Because I was feeling it was so unbalanced, I went back to Michael's, and luckily in the clearance section, I was able to find two more of these. I cannot believe my luck. One of them was broken, but I found the pieces and I hot glued it. I was just so glad to be able to find it. And so I felt like that balanced it out, adding it to this side, because this side just really had nothing except for the boxes, and it felt unbalanced to me, uneven, and now I'm totally happy with the way that looks. And then somebody had given this to Kayla for Christmas this last year, and Kayla didn't have any room on her wall, and so she gave it to Alli, and it actually goes perfect. The wood matches her furniture, and so we put that above her desk for any notes. And then this piece was one that I made, I believe this January, from Dollar Tree items. And so it was made with the intent of coming in here. It's a fun piece to just put at her desk.
I knew before I did Alli's room that I wanted a very simple desk. I wanted something that was plain, simple. I didn't want a hutch on it. I wanted it white, just very clean lines, and I was so happy when I found this desk because the simplicity of it worked perfect, only the size wasn't big enough, and because they were only $50, I figured I could go ahead and get 2 of them and really just set it up in her room. One was good for her printer and her computer, and the second one would be perfect for a work area. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I just feel like setting her up for a successful 4th grade year this year is very important to me because it will be a mixture of online and maybe a couple of days in school if I'm comfortable with it, and I think that this is going to be perfect for her this next year.
When I did this room, I really did it with the idea of making it a bit more grown up than she is because I want her to not outgrow this room. And I think that that was a mistake that I had made in the past with Ray and Kayla. And so, oh, this is a piece too that I got at Michael's. And it says Our Happy Place, and I just loved it. I thought it was a cute sign to put above her bed. But with Ray and Kayla, Ray, I redid his room 3 times growing up, and I just thought, you know what? And Kayla too, I believe I did it 3 times. And so this time I just thought, you know what? I've learned, and I think I'm just gonna make it a bit older and more mature for her, and so that way she won't outgrow it. If we need to switch up some of the decor, we can, but I think for the most part, this is something that she can have until all the way through high school and then some.
Allie's happy with her room, and I tell you, since we've done her room, she has not come out of it. I feel like she has gone from this 9, almost 10-year-old little girl to this teenager who wants to stay in her room now because she loves her room so much. And so I think that it was perfect letting her pick out these colors, pick out the things she wanted, and she really got to make this room her own, and that really was my goal and what I wanted for her. And so it was a fun transformation. I can't wait to show you the next transformation of the guest bedroom because I have got some really great DIYs in store for that room, and I'm excited to bring them to you. I hope you all enjoyed this room transformation. If you're looking forward to seeing the next room, leave me a comment in the comments below or give this video a big thumbs up, and let's get it to 5,000 likes because, like I always say, each and every one of those thumbs up and those comments that you leave down below, they really do help my channel to grow, and it helps YouTube to notice me just a bit more. Until next time, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. Happy everything on a budget, and bye for now, everybody.